Don't switch up now, nigga. Just because I said I wouldn't let you crack don't mean that we still can't cuddle. We still can't, hold hands. We still can't do the lovey-dovey shit that you insisted that we do. Yeah. Don't switch up now. Because I hate when y'all do that shit. Like, y'all don't get y'all way, now all of a sudden it's a whole adult temper tantrum. And it's like, what the fuck? Shit is a turnoff. You ugly as fuck doing that shit. Like, we grown and all this extra shit. I will slap you into the new universe. I will slap you into the next gen. Hopefully, by then, Trump will be out of date.
How much money should a guy make so you can feel comfortable? $1 million a month.
2,000 years later.
I spent the last 15 Christmas by myself.
I have 15 more to spend by yourself. What is wrong with you? Are you serious or what? It sound like you're delusional. You need to come off the bumbuckler internet, boy. You need a man to make $1 million a month. You know, see why you just spend the last 15 Christmas by yourself and you have 15 more to spend by yourself. In fact, you're gonna spend your eternal life by yourself if you don't change that blood clot mentality. What is wrong with you?
Some of you aren't gonna like this, but you're not allowed to be anti-gender role and then box your partner into a gender role. I think this is an issue that is especially prevalent in straight or heteronormative relationships. But back when I was on the apps, the amount of women that would claim to be feminist but try to box me into this male provider role was kind of crazy. The more I've been part of discussions or done introspection, I realized just how much of a power imbalance is present in a lot of heteronormative relationships. For example, the idea of chivalry. Because yes, men should be using their privilege to stand up and speak out for things, but I will say it does bring me great discomfort to think that I will always have to be the one bringing flowers or opening a door just because it's expected of me rather than because I genuinely want to, or that this being reciprocated is somehow wrong or immoral. For me, the ideal partnership does not have an expectation based on gender. People can just be who they are and do things for their partner because they want to rather than based on some expectation. And this is not me telling you what to be attracted to. This is just an observation that I've made over time. Let me know your thoughts on it.
Well, honestly and truly, most of these women want to get their hearts broken by Chad and Tyrone. For the rest of us who actually want to improve on ourselves, we're going to go somewhere else and do that. And that's what today's sponsor, Anson Belt and Buckle, helps you to do.
I went out with a guy who's significantly older than me. Don't tell my dad. But we went to dinner and it was honestly a great conversation, great time. But the way that people look at you is kind of crazy. Mind you, I knew him from work. We only went to dinner. It was very nice, very pure. But it kind of just stopped there because it didn't feel great. Again, he's an incredibly great guy. He's super intelligent, very respectful. Something just felt off. And I'm like, I don't know how these girls can do this all the time.
Do you think you'll be better looking in 10 years time, starting with you?
I think so, actually, yeah.
Okay, you're 28, better looking in 10 years time at 38?
Yes, yeah.
48?
Yes.
58?
Yes.
68?
I'm not gonna lie, you guys. I got good genetics. I'm gonna say yeah. My family's they're healthy, beautiful skin, and yeah.
50 years, 78, better looking?
I would say I'm just gonna be beautiful regardless,
You're 25, better looking in 10 years time at 35?
Definitely better looking because I'm gonna get surgery.
You're 23, better looking in 10 years time at 33?
Honestly, yeah, I would say I do have a lot of potential.
Men have decided it's easier to take a step back. It's easier to opt out rather than trying to hop into confusion, rather than trying to force my way into a situation that, quite frankly, doesn't seem advantageous to me. Doesn't seem like it's going to go well. So I'm not going to sit up there and continue to be like, oh man, I got to get her. No, I don't. The alternative with me forcing myself into this space is I have somebody acting crazy with me, and I don't have time for that.
If I did giveaways, he a broke nigga. Number one, definitely a broke nigga if he uses Cash App Borrow. If you out shopping with Bay and he don't like that card at they register, if y'all done made a gas run together and this man done put 10 in the tank, that is not his first time doing that. It's not his last time doing that. Any nigga that say faux now. You ain't seen that man eat all day, so you ask him if he hungry at the end of the day, and that nigga still say, nah, I'm straight. He done snuck 5 bags of chips. That nigga is starving. Every day that you check on that man and ask him what he's doing, he say he chilling. Chilling, that means nothing. What CEO is chilling? Be with a bum if you want to, but not I. Follow for more tips from a bad bitch who doesn't date bums.
You're not losing your man because he doesn't love you. You're losing him because you don't respect him, okay? So just let that sink in for a minute and let me explain. Love does not keep a man. Respect does. And most women don't understand what that looks like for a man. It's not what you say. It's how you say it. Your tone, your reactions, how you speak to him when you're upset and when people are watching. Because you can say, I love you all day long, right? It's words. But if you interrupt him, correct him, roll your eyes, make him feel small, belittle him, that's disrespect. And men don't stay where they feel that. You don't argue forever. They will detach quietly. Less effort, less presence, less interest. And once he checks out, you don't bring him back with affection or sex. He's already gone. You think being strong means challenging him, controlling everything, and needing to win. That is not strength, especially feminine strength. That is ego. Respect looks like trusting his lead, listening without trying to overpower him, speaking in a way that builds him up and not breaks him down, okay? You don't lose your voice. You learn how to use it, because when a man feels respected, oh my God, he shows up different, more grounded, more driven, more intentional, more willing to actually lead you. So before you say he's not stepping up, ask yourself this. Have you actually been giving him something worth stepping up for?
A lot of modern women continue to say that men aren't putting forth effort. Yes, I am. I'm just not giving you the effort because you on some BS.
I am so glad that I'm not a man. What do you mean I'm expected to spend my money on some woman who's just gonna use me for a free meal or use me to buy her an outfit and then not be grateful? And I can't say anything about that because that would make me a pussy and that would make me a little bitch. And I'm expected to show up every day, to provide for everyone, to never complain, to never have pain, to never cry. Being a man must be so incredibly difficult. And then on top of all of that, the only thing that men hear in today's society is, oh, well, men could do better. Well, men aren't doing enough. Well, if he wanted to, he would. Well, men aren't good enough. It must suck. I feel so bad for men, genuinely.
They don't understand that a lot of men, we don't really run away from marriage. We run away from divorce.
That's a fact.
We're not running away from marriage. But you gotta understand, if I found out what marriage is, it's like, I love my girl to death, but you mean to tell me if I make one mistake, they can ruin me for the rest of my life on one mistake? If she make a mistake, it's cool. She make a mistake, divorce is good. She just go on about her life. I make a mistake that can cost me for the rest of my, that ain't really fair. You know, one day I want to make my girl that happy because it's truly for her. And I'm man enough to say men don't look into, and it's coming from somebody who parents been married. I'm 35. My parents been married since I was 5.
Right.
So this coming from a married home couple. I don't. It's just what they done made it to be now. Right. It's like, okay, I see married people. It's really a money game now. It seems like it's like I get married. There's no benefits for me. It's no benefits for me but to make her happy. So now if I get married, okay, cool. Now as a man or whoever I am, I haven't made no mistake with my girl for 8 years.
Right.
Never got no Texas, came to her as no woman. No woman came to her as no woman. I'm not on camera. I'm not doing nothing. I done did my thing. You know what I'm saying? So you mean to tell me if I slip up, I do something else, and she just feel like she don't want to give me a chance, she could possibly take half of what I own?
Men have started going their own direction and quit fixing the mistakes and the foolishness. And some of the stuff is not even a mistake. It's just you doing whatever you want to do and expecting a man to save you. And when I, as a man, have stopped doing that, my life has gotten a lot better.
This may be really messed up, but I believe that women and men should be held to completely different cheating standards. Like, I think that if you're a girl, especially mostly if you're like a 23 and younger girl, you're allowed to cheat on your boyfriend. He doesn't have to know about it, but if you're on vacation, like you're in Italy and like an Italian guy's flirting with you, like you should be able to make out with him in Italy. You're a 23-year-old, this is not your husband. But I think that guys should never be allowed to cheat, because you should be obsessed with your girlfriend. But women, it's like, we never know. So like, if you're like a young girl, you should be able to cheat.
In other words, women don't know. They're not sure about you. So they get to test the waters. But guys have to be certain about the woman. In fact, they have to feel like she is their entire universe, no matter what. And he has to be totally obsessed and never stray. This is the kind of sick, twisted double standard that they actually believe now.
The fastest way to lose a good man isn't cheating. It's becoming his biggest source of stress instead of his peace. Men don't leave because someone prettier comes along. They leave because home becomes harder than the outside world. When a man is dealing with work pressure, financial stress, and the way of providing, he needs one place where he can breathe. That place should be you. Many women forget this. They compete with their man instead of complimenting him. They challenge every decision, question his leadership, and turn conversations into debates. That's not partnership. That's exhausting. A man doesn't need you to be his therapist or his mother. He needs you to be his woman. Soft where the world is hard. Warm where everything else is cold. Loyal when everyone else is conditional. When a woman makes home a place of strength and peace, when she needs him, desires him, and chooses him daily. A man doesn't see other women, not because he can't, but because nothing outside competes with what he has at home. Loyalty isn't a promise. It's a reality you create. If your man is distant, ask yourself, are you adding to his peace or his problems? Make home his sanctuary, or watch him find peace somewhere else.
A lot of these modern women like to comment on a man's masculinity. And if that's what you want to do, that's fine. Well, I believe a man should be this, and this, right? But I think the problem is a lot of these modern women really don't have a concept of what a man is. You can have an opinion, but the unfortunate thing for a lot of these modern women is their opinion is wrong. Their opinion of what a man is and what a man should be is wrong. That's not actually how a man works. That's not actually how masculinity works. They don't know that. They're just talking about what they read in some book somewhere.
The zeptosecond she lays eyes on a more attractive man, her hypergamy takes over. She forgets the fact that you guys have been together for 5 years, and she ditches you to go be with Chad forever. This shit is ironically funny. Like, we could sit here and make jokes about this, but if you genuinely think this is how the real world is as a grown-ass man, you kind of deserve to get your bitch stolen. I'm not even gonna lie. Because this is such a beta incel virgin mentality that's probably contributing to the fact that women don't want anything to do with you. Now, here's the thing. Hypergamy is real. I'm not denying that. But it's more like an iceberg, where up here you have short-term attraction. So that's money, height, looks, status, etc. And down here you have long-term security and knowing within yourself that you are her best option and acting like it too. And if she does happen to leave you, not giving a fuck, because you know life will go on with or without her. And in doing that, you are essentially demonstrating that you are her best available option in the first place. Hope this makes sense and hope this helped.
It's an interesting thing to look at men. There's more out here than in California.
More what?
Men who look like men. Men who look like they're physically accountable to themselves. Men who are upright. Men who look like they're strong and can handle themselves. Like, dude, where are the men? Like, we walk around to Whole Foods in LA, I look like a superhero. Why am I an anomaly?
Right.
It shouldn't be that way. Like, this is this new weird phenomenon, and it's just because we've got so many distractions to divert our attention.
And, you know, modern women continue to say, you know, why is this guy not asking me out? Why won't this guy shoot his shot? Why is this guy seeing me, staring at me, but he's hesitating? I mean, at some point in time, maybe you should realize what the man is going through. Maybe you should realize, you know what? This date really cost him. You know what? You know, he might have to spend a little time. He might have to spend some. Well, you know, we both spending time, but you know, he's got to spend his money on the date instead of just saying, Well, you know, I spend my money too in a way because I use my makeup and, you know, I go get a spray tan. And one woman said, man, I took a workout class. I was like, girl, that workout class ain't gonna do nothing for nobody. You just started working out. You went to one workout class. You didn't lose no weight. As far as I'm concerned, you wasted, well, I mean, you didn't waste your time, but if you saying that you did it for him, you wasted your time. You need to have been doing that well before you met him, during the time that you met him, and then after the time that you met him. That's how these modern women do. They try to assign stuff to men and say, oh, well, you know, I'm doing it for you, so I got to spend money in a way. No, you're going to spend that money anyway.
Things my wife does that would send a low effort woman into a coma.
Let's see what you get.
She doesn't let him touch a piece of laundry. She buys all of his clothes. She plans all of their trips with an itinerary. She decorates their home to the T, and she celebrates him. You guys, the comments on this video are disturbing. So many women complaining, well, what does he do for you? And what's crazy to me is that that's in the comment section when the woman that is sitting literally right next to him, she starts off with a really bright smile. Like, she's happy. You guys see it. Well, let me tell you, her smile increases. She becomes more happy. She's like giggling through it. She's saying, oh, I didn't know that you noticed that even. Like, she feels appreciated for it. Which to me just reinforces that women will say all day long that they support other women, that they're a girl's girl. But then here they are in the comment section trying to bring down a woman because she's actually in a happy marriage.
The One That Got Away, this video.
But I don't get bored, I just...
It's an 85-year-old grandmother talking about a man that she dated when she was 19 years old. So 66 years later, she's still talking about the one that got away. The interesting part is the comment section, which are mostly women of all ages, essentially saying it's a universal experience for women. The original video is linked on my TikTok post. Now, saying it's a universal experience might be a little much, but it is certainly very common. My mother was a nurse for over 40 years, worked ICU for much of that, and has been at people's deathbed quite a bit. She has about a dozen stories of women in this deathbed scenario talking about the one that got away and how they were married for 50 plus years to a man they neither loved nor desired. Never once, however, did my mother hear a man expressing the same regrets or talking about the one that got away. It's not that men don't sometimes marry their second choice, but once a choice is made, they move forward. This is why the movie Titanic resonates with women, but to men it's repulsive. She still has pictures of that one guy on her phone. She can't help but to bring up that one guy's name out of the blue sometimes. She still follows him on social media, even after she says she loves you. If she loved you, you would have likely never heard that man's name before, but you do know his name, and his picture is still hidden on her phone. First choice or last resort, gentlemen.
A lot of these men have realized that, unfortunately, for a lot of these modern women, it might seem like opting out is the best choice. Because when you look at how much stress you have to go through, modern women being inconsistent, just those two alone will have you saying, or, you know, kind of reconsidering and saying, well, maybe this is not the journey for me right now. Maybe I need to go build myself up. Maybe I need to focus on myself. Maybe I need to put a little bit more into who I am.
How much should a wedding ring cost? 10 grand.
30,000.
30,000? 10 grand? Cheers. 10 grand. 10 grand. What you gotta say to, what you gotta say to 10 grand?
30,000.
I'm sticking to my 10 grand. What is this 10 grand? How are you feeling?
I mean, I'm gonna say no. It has to be 30,000.
You're gonna say no? It has to be 30,000.
I know what he makes, so I know what ring I want.
Alright, 30,000. 30,000. 30,000. Well, there you got it, folks. 30,000, just like that.
I think this is a joke. It has to be a joke. It better be a joke, because this woman essentially told you she's pocket watching. $10,000 isn't cheap, so you can't even say that he's sliding you in any kind of way. I want 30,000, that's gonna be it, or I'm gonna say no. Well, ma'am, you're just gonna have to say no and be by yourself, because I'm gonna keep this entire 30,000 for myself and spend it on what I want. Too bad for you.
Never believe a woman's words. Never.
Never trust what women say. I'm gonna say this shit every fucking time.
Never believe a woman's words. Never trust a woman's words.
Never trust what women say. If you cannot prove it with your eyes, it's up in the air.
Don't believe her. Whatever is coming out of her mouth, do not believe her, ever. Do not trust her words, ever.
Women talk a good game. They know how to sweet talk a man. It's called cooing.
Do not ever think that she will do what she says that she is doing.
She know how to bat her eyes and lower her voice pitch and all this shit and tell you some bullshit right to your face.
You never trust her 100%. You can love her wholeheartedly. You can love her unconditionally, but you never trust her.
Only trust a woman's actions, okay?
You always have in your head that she always just might backdoor me, so you don't get let down, so you don't be heartbroken.
So if you cannot prove what the fuck she's saying, don't trust it.
Trust her actions, not her words.
Why can't women be women anymore?
I wonder what they mean by that.
Why do you need a bank account? Why do you need a job? Why do you need friends?
Oh, that's what they're meaning. They're insinuating that in order for a woman to be a real woman, they need to be dependent on a man, subservient, if you will, with no independence whatsoever. This should be good.
Why don't you just find a good man who's going to take care of you, add a bunch of babies for him, and take care of the house?
Yes, there are still men that think like this. Terrifying, isn't it?
It's such an easy life. It requires no thought at all, so you don't have to pretend that you're smart.
It's always a sign of great intelligence when a person thinks that women are pretending to be smart. Yeah, they're not pretending, dearie.
And just stop trying to have your little ideas, quit reading, and just make a bunch of babies as the gods intended.
Oh dear. I can just imagine how many ladies are lining up for guys like this.
Women are only attracted to men that are protectors and providers. It is ingrained in our DNA. It should be ingrained in your DNA to be a protector and a provider. And if you don't understand that, you probably don't need to be out in the dating world. When I'm talking about being a protector, I mean being a protector of all women, not just me, not just your mom, not just your sister. I want you to protect the little old lady that's trying to cross the street. That is my expectation of a man. When I'm talking about providing, I'm talking about base level providing. I am not talking about a 5-star restaurant. I am not talking about buying me a $5,000 handbag. I'm talking about base level providing. Dating is an opportunity for a man to show a woman that he is able to protect and to provide. If a man has the balls to ask a woman to pay for her half of the date, he is showing that he is not able to protect and provide. He is showing his hand right then, and he's got to go.
I finally know what people talk about with veneer breath. I smelt veneer breath. Drea got the real veneers. You hoes trying to take a shortcut.
What Tia Kim said, your daddy spit the bag.
Yeah.
These porcelain and these go way back.
To the back. Open that mouth.
Girl, no.
Show me go to the back.
It do.
Okay. It do.
Okay, let's clear this up. Veneers should obviously not be placed on rotten teeth. If a tooth is decayed, it must be treated first. Porcelain veneers should be bonded to healthy, structurally sound enamel.
Well, because a lot of people get veneers and they get teeth put on top of rotten teeth, but a lot of the time people don't want to do those things because that will cost even more money on top of what you have to pay for the veneers. Having something rotten in your mouth and then putting something on top of it.
That's like when you put spray on foam.
That's when you musty and you just spray perfume. We can still smell that foam.
Now, can someone with veneers have bad breath? Yes, but that's usually due to bacteria buildup from poor oral hygiene and gum inflammation. If veneers are done correctly with sealed margins and maintained properly, they should not cause veneer breath. Veneers themselves do not smell, bacteria do. The key is healthy foundations and quality dentistry.
A lot of time and consideration, I've now decided to enlist and take my talents to the soft guy era. I'm done with the bare minimum, deal's already done, contract's been signed. I'm tall, I'm dark-skinned, I'm athletic, and I just can't be giving out this sexy chocolate for free. If you're not putting anything in my hands, I'm not putting anything in you. And on to better news, I've already found myself a provider woman. I got her sending me haircut money. You gotta start small before working your way to those big bills. Next, we're gonna get some gas money, okay? Drizzle, drizzle.
Here's the thing, when you're dating the right guy, you are both a baddie and a baby. Just a baby. Just a baby. But I'm also a baddie. And when you're dating the right guy, you get to be both. And they like both. Oh my God, it's such a turn on. Like, I just did like this freaking kick-ass kickboxing class this morning and I went hard. Oh, and it was so fun. And I feel like, and he's so proud of me. So proud of me. And then I'm like, I'm hungry. And he's like, let me feed you. Because I'm just a baby. I'm like shopping with my friend yesterday, thrift shopping, and I was like, I had a few things in my cart and I forgot something. He brought me something that I forgot, and then he just hands me money. Here you go for your cute clothes. Because I'm just a baby. But I look baddie in those clothes. And you bet he's gonna compliment it. Baddie and a baby. Best combo.
And you know, you have to understand that when you ask about where all the good men are, a lot of these men are quiet. They're right in front of you. They didn't disappear. They just quiet. I'm selective. I'm less willing to throw myself into another situation that looks and that feels unserious. You look and you feel unserious. This whole thing that we got going on looks and feels unserious. It looks like you playing around. You about to play with my money, about to play with my time. Some of these brothers got kids and you about to play with my kids. And if you start doing that, you might have a problem.